Afghanistan, a land steeped in history, has always been a pivotal player on the global stage. Nestled at the crossroads of Asia, its strategic location has made it a battleground for empires throughout the ages. But beyond its tumultuous past, Afghanistan hides a treasure trove of natural resources: lithium, copper, and rare earth minerals, all waiting to be unearthed. These riches could transform not just the Afghan economy, but also the global market. Imagine a world where Afghanistan, often seen through the lens of conflict, emerges as a key player in the green energy revolution. The potential is immense, yet the challenges remain daunting. It's a land of paradoxes, where ancient traditions meet modern aspirations, and the future hangs in the balance. Afghanistan's oil and gas resources represent one of the country's greatest economic opportunities. But why have these resources not been effectively extracted and utilized so far? This article examines the potential of Afghanistan's oil and gas reserves, the provinces where they are located, and their possible impact on the national economy. Due to its unique geological structure, Afghanistan possesses significant reserves of crude oil and natural gas. According to geological surveys conducted by both international and domestic organizations, Afghanistan has over 1.6 billion barrels of crude oil, 16 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, and substantial amounts of gas condensates. These figures highlight the enormous potential that, if properly extracted, could transform Afghanistan from an economy dependent on foreign aid to a self-sufficient and even energy-exporting nation. Afghanistan's oil and gas resources are concentrated in several key provinces, including the Amu Darya oil and gas basin, located in Jowzjan, Faryab, Saripol, and Balkh provinces, which is one of Afghanistan's richest oil and gas regions. Studies indicate that this basin contains approximately 87 million barrels of crude oil and 15 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. The Helmand Oil and Gas Basin, located in Helmand and Nimroz provinces, is believed to contain large quantities of crude oil, though it remains largely unexplored. The Sheberghan gas field, the capital of Jowzjan province, is one of Afghanistan's most significant gas-rich regions. Estimates suggest that this field contains 1.5 trillion cubic feet of natural gas, which, if developed, could meet Afghanistan's domestic energy needs and even allow for exports to neighboring countries. Preliminary studies indicate that Kandahar and Herat also hold oil and gas reserves, though their exact quantities are yet to be fully determined. If Afghanistan successfully exploits its oil and gas reserves, the economic impact could be transformative. Afghanistan spends millions of dollars annually to import oil and gas from neighboring countries like Iran, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Developing its domestic resources could reduce import costs, keeping capital within the country and strengthening the economy. Revenue from oil and gas exports could boost government finances, enabling investments in transport infrastructure, education, healthcare, and industry. Oil and gas extraction and refining would create thousands of direct and indirect jobs, benefiting sectors ranging from engineering and labor to transportation and service industries. With adequate security and clear regulations, Afghanistan could attract major international oil and gas companies to invest in the sector. This would not only stimulate economic growth, but also lead to the transfer of advanced technologies into the country. Given its geographical proximity to energy-hungry markets, such as Pakistan, India, and China, Afghanistan has the potential to become a key energy supplier in the region. Despite its vast potential, Afghanistan faces multiple challenges in exploiting its oil and gas resources. One of the biggest barriers to the oil and gas industry's growth is the absence of sustained security and political stability. Foreign investors are reluctant to enter a market plagued by insecurity and instability. Oil and gas extraction and refining require advanced equipment, pipelines, refineries, and energy transmission systems, which Afghanistan currently lacks. If resource management is not handled properly, revenues from oil and gas could lead to corruption and unfair distribution. To prevent this, transparency in contracts and strong regulatory policies are essential. Afghanistan currently lacks sufficient skilled professionals in oil and gas extraction and refining. Developing this industry requires training and capacity building programs. Afghanistan's oil and gas resources have the potential to transform the country's economy, freeing it from reliance on foreign aid. These resources could drive economic growth, job creation, infrastructure development, and Afghanistan's regional economic standing. However, this transformation will only be possible with effective resource management, security assurance, foreign investment, and infrastructure development. Afghanistan now stands at a critical crossroads. Will its natural resources remain untapped, or will a strategic decision turn the country into a key regional energy player? Can Afghanistan seize this historic opportunity? The future will tell.